vote this past election?
No, I did not.
And why didn't you vote?
I didn't vote because ultimately I didn't feel like I had enough information. I was uninformed. I had started doing some research just on the internet, looking up some of the issues, and so I had a general idea. But then I started watching the presidential debates. I watched one of those, and then also a vice presidential debate. And I was listening to them, and I understood the issue they were talking about, but both sides were just going back and forth, and I didn't know which side was telling the truth. And the issue, I was totally lost while they were talking about it. And I know my views are positioned towards the Republican side, but I didn't want to vote based on those views, but rather on what each candidate said they were going to do. But I felt uninformed, is what I'm saying.
Were there any specific issues that you had issues with, that you wanted to be addressed in this election?
Some of the issues that I'm concerned about is our involvement in other countries. I feel like we get way too involved in issues like wars and some other things. And then also the healthcare bill. I know Romney said he was going to repeal that if he was elected. And I'm personally not for it, but I don't know if it would be best for the country if he did do that. So those are just some of the things that I was concerned about.
Did you feel that students here at Southeast voted or were informed about this election, or do you feel that they were informed and that they were actively voting and stuff?
I watched the debates on my floor, and while they were going on, I was asking people, hey, you want to watch the debates? And I'd say I asked probably 3 or 4 people, and all of them said no. So I ended up watching the debate alone, and then one other person came along a little while into the debate. So I would say that most people were uninformed or didn't really care about the campaign overall. But that's just based on what I observed.
Okay. All right. Thank you for this interview. All right. Did you vote this past election?
Yes, I did.
And what was the main issues that you wanted to see addressed in this election?
The whole financial aid situation with Romney trying to cut the public funding for
like Pell Grants?
Yeah, Pell Grants and stuff like that. And because, you know what I'm saying, most students, you know what I'm saying, most people where I'm from, we can't afford to go to college. Our parents don't have that type of money and stuff like that. So taking that away, a lot of less fortunate people will be, you know what I'm saying, uneducated, I guess.
Did you feel that the campus was well informed about the presidential issues?
I commute, so I'm not on campus enough. But from Twitter, you know what I'm saying, I can see that, you know what I'm saying, we kept up, you know what I'm saying, like the night of the presidential election. I can see from Twitter that everybody was tuned in, you know what I'm saying, keeping track of how things was going and stuff like that. So, yeah, I could pretty much say, yeah, it seemed like the campus was well informed.
Well, thank you then.
No problem.
All right. Did you vote in this past election?
Yes.
And what were the issues that you were most concerned with?
One of the issues I was concerned with was the student loans, because that's how I pay for my schooling currently. And I was also concerned with some of the benefits that they were thinking about cutting with the health insurance and everything.
Okay, here at Southeast, do you feel that students were informed about the election or were actively seeking to gain knowledge about it?
I think students were informed. Most of my friends knew about the election and what was going on, and when I went to the polls to vote, I saw a lot of students.
Okay. All right, thank you then.